Despite the increasing number of Canadians with no religious affiliation, the outlet Canadian Affairs has argued that religious beliefs still influence values. They've announced that they are spearheading an initiative to cover religion as a way to address the gap given by major Canadian newspapers that no longer have dedicated religious reporters. According to the outlet's founder, this positions Canadian Affairs as the only national platform intentionally dedicating resources to cover religion, with a commitment to reflecting the impact of religion and faith on Canadians. Joining us to discuss this further is Lauren Heuser, founder, publisher, and editor for Canadian Affairs. Lauren, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me here, David.
Why is there a gap in terms of media coverage in Canada and religion?
Quite simply, it's because the national publishers have been cutting budgets over the last couple decades, and that has resulted in the decline of beat reporting, which refers to journalists who are experienced and trained in covering specific industries or topics. And religion reporting has gone by the wayside. So you don't see journalists who have that experience to cover that specific topic and know what questions to ask when they're talking to sources.
And how exactly is Canadian Affairs aiming to bridge that gap?
So we are following the mold of the Winnipeg Free Press, which is Manitoba's paper of record. In 2019, that paper started what's called the Religion Reporting Project, where they put an invitation out to different members of the faith community in Manitoba, inviting them to make a voluntary contribution to the Free Press, which goes towards funding their religion coverage. John Longhurst, who writes for the Free Press, also writes for Canadian Affairs, and he's implemented that same project at Canadian Affairs.
And in your editorial, you mentioned that religious beliefs continue to shape the values of Canadians. Can you explain to us what you mean by that?
Yes, so you noted that 2/3 of Canadians still do profess religious affiliation or belief. So that's a significant number of Canadians. And my position would be that religious beliefs inform people's values, which in turn inform their actions. And so it informs everything from how they vote and their political affiliation to whether they decide to marry, and in some cases, whether they have kids, how they spend their money, how they engage in society. So I think there just are myriad ways in which religion does still inform people's lives and society at large.
And what impact does Canadian Affairs hope to have in shaping the understanding of those religious influences? What are you looking to either better analyze or uncover in terms of the initiative and this project?
Mm-hmm. One goal would be to deepen interfaith understanding so that people from outside of different faith groups could better appreciate the perspectives of people and the actions they take if they're from a different faith group. And then another thing would be just to shine a more holistic light on the role of religion in Canadian society. So what we tend to see right now is stories about the major sex scandals, for example, in the Catholic Church, like the big stories, the negative ones, but religion has a much broader and just a broader impact than that. So we'd like to shine a light on the different roles it plays in society.
And what are some of the challenges and opportunities faced by your outlet in reinstating this reporting?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're still a small and new organization. So one challenge is we're just looking to grow and have more people aware of our coverage. But the opportunity is that we have John Longhurst, but also people on our staff who are experienced at covering religion. One reporter actually did her journalism master's in religion reporting, which makes us, I think, well positioned to cover a topic that no one else is covering.
You mentioned interfaith dialogue. What's been the response of the faith communities whom you've spoken to, or any of those relationships? How are they responding to the announcement?
Well, we put out that call in late 2023 to different faith groups, Hindus, Muslims, Protestants, Jewish groups, I could go on. And we received so far 4 contributions from different faith groups to our reporting, and we expect and hope that will grow as they see the work that we're doing.
Lauren, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today and talk to us about this exciting new project.
Thank you so much, David. It's always great to be here.
Great. Stay with us because when we come back, we're going to be taking a look at your top headlines from around the world. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break, so stay with us.